What's going on, champs? You guys going well? Fucking hell. I need my morning cig. And that's how we start the day off, innit? One cig a day keeps the doctor away. Fucking hell. What you guys doing, man? How you guys doing, man? What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Fucking hell. I do apologize for the whole late malarkey here. A bit of a delay here. Like I said to you guys, there's like certain people that I don't miss their call. My mum called me up. She's in Mauritius at the moment. I know she had a little bit of issues here and there. A few things was going on back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And so like that's the reason why I'm gonna be honest about it. That's the reason why I actually was a little bit late. I'm like, okay, let me just chat to my mom, see, make sure everything's all fine, blah blah. I've got a few things to sort out afterwards, but that's mom's for you, man. So you know, awesome. So we get cracking now. What's going on? So we got Joel in the house, fucking Vivian Young, Zenek, Bam Bam, Amar, Derry, fucking Joel, Ferrell, sorry, not Ferrell, Fennel. David, we got freaking David. How you doing, brother? Good to have you here. And we got Nick here. Fucking Nick's always here, man. He's a legend. Shout out to Nick, man. He did a stream on Saturday, and it was a phenomenal stream. I'd like to get that guy back on as well. I'd like to give other people opportunities as well, but definitely Nick he's like my right hand man lately. Actually, I gotta say. We got Ed. Walaikum salam. We got fucking It's Adam 13. Hafallah Shazab. Fucking Half Hustle. We've got freaking Danky, Lone Wolf, Kolian, and you know, it's a full house here, so I'm blessed to have you here. Good morning, happy Monday. It is the start of the week. Coming to the start of the week, we have to take things a little bit more easy. You know, in terms of trading wise, you've got to understand what the market's trying to say. We can't have a range just yet, like the Monday's range itself. We're gonna wait for the Monday's range to show itself, but then tomorrow we'll fucking kill the market properly. But in the meantime, we can still do some trades on the way back and forth. This title is called Make or Break, right? Crypto is at make or break point. And I'm going to be honest with you, it really is a fucking make or break point. I'm going to explain it to you on the chart, but I'm just going to tell you, for those who are driving, morning to you guys, especially those, shout out to those who are actually going to work right now or at work, you know, big respect for that. It's not easy to do, to work and put food on the table as well, and, you know, to grind, especially a fucking Monday. Fucking hell, man. Like, no one likes a Monday. But big love to you guys. So I'm gonna speak like verbally to you guys, so you just understand what's going on, okay? And then we're gonna go onto the chart and do the whole thing off the chart, okay? So Bitcoin, right, is at a freaking make or break level. What do I mean by that? So do you remember we talked about the 200 weekly EMA, right? That's the key point. So in the past, the 200 weekly EMA has been so pivotal for support. It's been support back in like the 2016 area, the 2018 area, the 2020 area as well. We had a bit of a deviation for 2 weeks, and we climbed back above it, and and then we shot up to 69k. And right now, the 200 weekly EMA is approximately at $22,700. That's where it is at now, right? And the price at the moment is at 22,000. Okay, we're taking out some stops, right, from like yesterday's low, the weekend's low, right? We're taking out the weekend low, and we're coming into some like a range bound environment, right? Now the question is, do we break or make it here? Break or make what? So if we start breaking down here from 20, we start losing 22k, and we go to, we go lower to 20k kind of area, it's not looking good. Then that's when it's a break, to be honest. The break in, the market structure is showing bearishness on a lower time frame. High time frame is still good, so we could have a pullback. But we have to. That's why we do level to level trading. The second thing is, if we reclaim that $22,700, right, and start making bullish market structure on the way up, we take out the highs that we did last week, right, then trust me, then it's good. Then I can say, okay, we're back onto the bull market, back up, mini bull market, I'd say, back to 26k, back to 28k. Do we get to 35k? We don't fucking know, but we'll work it out from there. So that's the key right now. It's really, really important that we work this level to level. And right now, it's so pivotal. If you take any trade, any leverage trading or any spot trading, you take your profits at each level. You have to take it. You fucking don't take it, you're gonna get wrecked. So I'm not in alt no more. I have it. So when we were, if you recall back to ETHBTC, I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but I'm just doing this talking right now just for the guys who are listening to this show while their phone is around, blah blah, they got headphones on and they can't see me visually. So I'm just gonna do this, and then we're gonna do the chart in a moment. So in terms of like ETHBTC, we had the macro range and we hit the mid range. What I did at the mid range, I cut all the alts trade. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking cut the trade there. I'm expecting a pullback. We did go up a bit higher, X, Y, and Z. Not majorly, but we will look at the ETHBTC chart and look for plans to re-long alt and look what the BTC dominance is, and maybe we'll try and throw in some charts for alts as well. Solana doesn't look too good in my opinion. Alt across the market doesn't look too good in my opinion. I'm just looking at it right now. It's you know, but it's playing within last Monday's range last week. So we gotta play that Monday's range, and that's how pivotal. A lot of people ask about what's so important about Monday's range. I'll tell you what it is that if price consolidates in Monday's range, you've got a level each time from the high to the mid to the low, and you play that level one by one, and that's what it is, right? It's pivotal. You break above it and you hold above the Monday's high, you play longs. You break below the Monday's low, and if you know, finds resistance, you play the shorts. So that's the pivotal point. Okay, does that make sense to everyone? And someone asked me a question about liquidity, right? Liquidity. Any questions here? Ask me the questions now. Then we're gonna dive into it, and we're really gonna dive in hard because I think there's gonna be quite a bit of a lot to cover now. So all the educational content that you guys have have learned from me over the past couple of weeks, we're gonna have to start putting more together, right? Because picture this. I was saying this to Nick, right? I was saying this on the stream on Saturday. So you know, like all the stuff I taught you, like for example, the blocks. You've got freaking ranges. You've got Monday's range. You've got trend lines. You've got a bunch of other stuff, right? Everything that I've showed you, right? If these are separate, it's like a book, right? It really is like a book. Like they're chapters within the book. But as you go through these chapters, it tells you the story. And once you got the whole story, you understand the concept of how to do it. So trading is hard. Don't get me wrong. Trading is hard, but right. If you stick at it, you understand all these concepts and you understand everything that needs to be done, and it makes sense. And when you're looking at the chart, you start picking out the range, you start picking out the blocks, you start picking out the trend line, you start picking out all these other things, right? Then you can start playing. You have a bias, right? So for example, the easiest way, right? One of the easiest way to play to trade, for example, is literally if you find a range, you play the high to the 75%, to the mid range back to 25 to range low. That's what you're doing, and then you're playing back and forth, up and down, up and down, up and down. We did this, right? We literally did this in the weeks of consolidation, the last like 4 weeks. We've done this over and over again. So if you guys want to understand it, go back to some of my videos. They've all got chapters on there, and just check out how do I just like when I'm looking for a trade, I'm trying to understand what I'm looking for. Why am I doing this, right? Start questioning yourself. That's the way, because like when SE would post his chart, I'd question. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker right here, right? He's actually posted over here. He's saying he's got a line in this here. He's got another line there. There's an SR here. He's targeting this way, but why? I could be looking the opposite side, right? I know, for example, a lot of traders, they were looking for longs. I was looking for shorts over the weekends. I was definitely looking for shorts. I got stuck down Ethereum, and then I entered the Bitcoin trade, and I fucking smashed that. So I lost 1R on Ethereum, which kind of sucked. It really sucked. I was saying this last night. It didn't hurt me, but I was like, oh, fuck's sake. I know I'm right. I know I'm fucking right. Right? There's no way I'm wrong here. You know when that feeling, you know 100% you're right here, and there's nothing that anyone can tell you that without a shadow of doubt to actually convince you the other way. I know on Twitter there was a lot of longs. A lot of people were looking for longs. I was like, nah, fam. This is a range band environment in Ethereum. I'll break it down to you. This is a range band environment, and I'm looking for longs. We could, if he was going to stop me out, it's most likely going to be a stop run. And I was like, fuck, never mind. It stopped me out. It is what it is. Then I looked at BTC. BTC was much more clear before I went to bed. I'm like, I know when I'm wrong. I take the trade. I'm looking for a 2R trade. Let's go. So then I mitigate the loss I took on Ethereum, plus I gained 1R. So I'll break this all down. We're going to bring up the charts. Here we go. Guys, there's a lot of you here on the chat. Please smash up the likes as well. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Just to let you know as well, yesterday there's a new guy that literally, like, shout out to Weiwei. I don't know if Weiwei's here, but Weiwei, salute to you, motherfucker. My man was on another channel at the same time. This fucking genius in it, and he talked about me, Trader Dank, to a guy called the Lone. Let me bring it up to you. I'll show you 1 second. The Lone Adopter. I'm just gonna give him a quick shout out actually, because I respect this guy now. I respect everyone, but this guy here, the late adopter, 36.8k subscribers. My man jumped on my stream on the comments yesterday, and he was just freaking. He was just chatting. He was like, yeah, like I was told about you, blah blah. People are talking about you, and I just want to check you out. And literally, I jumped on his stream, and we were having a conversation stream via stream as well. And he like he had an idea of it going up, and I have an idea of it going down. He was saying up then down. I was saying no, down then up. But you see, we have difference of view. It's perfectly fine. He could have been right. It just so happened that I was right. I knew that I was right there in this point. If I was wrong, I was wrong. It happens probability-wise. But to me, it was like the probability was much greater in my favor to go short. And I'll talk about the probability as well. I think that's another good education content for you guys to actually understand. And so yeah, so that's what I was looking for. But shout out for this guy. This guy, give him a subscribe button, right? Hit the subscribe button. And yeah, follow his ass, man. He's a cool guy. I like to get him on all-time high and just fucking get licked. And then let's just chat. Just chat. I think he's a very cool guy, really really nice, and the fact that he's got he's a 36k subscribers. I'm like 1.2, and I'm a nobody, right? And he gave me some really good words of advice. So big love to that guy. I just wanted to actually plug him in because I respect people, like I respect guys who actually are really really lovely people. So that's that. I'm gonna talk about the let's do a quick recap before we do the view. Before we carry on, I saw Pirate Explorer. I've got to say hi to Pirate Explorer. How you doing? You okay? I know like she messaged me in the morning and said to me like she's not gonna be busy to actually jump on. She's gonna not be able to actually jump on the stream. So really glad that you're here. Yeah, the late adopter. I got it wrong. So we got one guys. So Art is saying, oh, there's some questions here. For your information, microphone got a little feedback, brother. Nothing too bad, but can hear it. Yeah, was it yesterday? It was a bit of a buzz, wasn't it? It's the fan that was playing up on the computer. So that's what that was going on. I did restart it, shut it down last night, and so I'm just chilling out kind of thing. So hopefully it's a lot better. I think you can still pick it up. It still picks up fucking micro. Okay, I'm going to tweak the microphone later then. So Mafia is asking, are we long or short, boss? Right now, I'm neither. I'm not in any trade. I'm just waiting, I'm going to do my plan. Then we're going to understand where we're going to go. So take your profits before someone else does. 100%. Nick is right, man. How do you find if price is holding above or below a range? So, like, let's just say, all right, so this is all part of the Q&A right here. So let's just say, if this is a range, okay? Okay, let me just remove all that. That was for me. That was nothing important at the moment. That we'll get to that at a later stage. So it becomes more of a complex situation. But anyway, so oh yeah, I need to bring my tool, epic pen. And I know a bunch of guys ask me like, oh yeah, what pen tool do I use? I use something called Epic Pen. You get 1 month for free, right? And then after that, it's £20, and it's a lifetime use as well. So I paid for it, 20 quid, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna use this like every single day now, and I love it. I really, really love it. So shout out to Nabil and shout out to Goku-san for actually showing me this. So a range band environment is like this. Okay, this is a range band environment, right? I've done this a few times. I'm gonna do it over and over again, right? Because I think it's really important that we all get to see. See, resistance, resistance, resistance. That's a deviation. Many will ask, what is a deviation? How do you calculate a deviation? And what the fuck is going on in it, right? A deviation is basically when price gets above the range high, so it does its thing, right? And if it was to be bullish, right, it shouldn't. Okay, we can get a retest of the range high, but hold above it, right? And then take out these highs and go a lot more higher, right? But the moment we step back into this range, just like over here, so like this is the range high, and it does something like this, and it steps back into the range, finds resistance. That's a deviation. A deviation literally is, on the English dictionary. Let's just do it. I'm not taking a piss, right? Please don't think I'm taking a piss. But I think it's everything is a valid question. Eventually, hopefully soon in the future, I'll have like a Discord going on and whatnot, and then like all these questions will be there like on a FAQ, like frequently asked questions. It is a frequently asked question. So the deviation literally says the action of departing from an establishment course or accepted standard. The amount by which a single measurement differs from a fixed value. Okay, that's fucking complicated. So the action of departing from an established course or accepted standard. So let's just say the established course, right? Let's get the chart back up. The established course is the range high. Once we get above the range high, we should hold above it. Come back into the range high, all right, and break down. That's a deviation. We call it a deviation because it deviates from the path. The path should be the range high to range low, and it's always going to play in this until we get a breakout. Price always works like that. I always say to this over and over again, price works in a range. Price is always in a range, whether you're looking at the 5 minutes, the 15 minutes, the hourly, the daily, the weekly, the monthly, quarterly. It's in a range. I'll prove it to you right now, right? I'll prove it to you. Price is always in a range. You want to prove it on a higher time frame? Because you might think like, nah, dang, what the fuck are you talking about? Bitcoin doesn't like is in a fucking range. Well, look at dollar index then. Dollar index, right? I'm going to go to, you see, it says 3 months right here, just above my head. 3 months, right? Look at this motherfucker right here. I'm going to actually mute all this shit, right? Let me hide this up there. Look at this, right? Can you find the range that we're playing at? Right? Let's do this, right? Is this the range? This is range 1, range low to range high. Would you say that's a range? That's number 1. Right? I'm going to make different colors. Or would you say this is a range high to, let's say it's this low here. Would you say that's a range? Right, I'm going to draw different colors, and I'm going to get you guys to actually jump on and just tell me what you think, right? Or would you say this is a range? Or would you say this is a range? Right? So I want you guys to just tell me between the colors. We got black, we got blue, we got pink, and we got green. Right? Do you see these ranges? Do you agree they are ranges? FEG for entries? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, FEG is a key. You master that, you're killing. But like, to be honest, like FEGs is one thing amongst like a range of different things as well. So like, it's all about the story itself. So yes, I do use FEGs. At the same time, I do look at how the market plays within a range. I'm a very range bound person. Okay, so everyone is saying it's, yeah, all of them is a range. Nick is right. All of them are arranged. Price is with it. So if I look at the black line, price is within this range. Oops, motherfucker. I think you guys love this when I do the ranges. I think you guys really love this. See, price is consolidating here, right? We're still in this area here. You can say that's a deviation, that's a deviation. Yep, we can agree. And support. That's the black one is true. Dark is saying the blue one. Yes, you can say the blue one 100%. I don't disagree. This is all in a range itself, and we can say that was a deviation. And I mean the mid range probably be around here, around this area, just around where the pink line is. And then yeah, so saying even the pink one as well is a range bound environment. You can see that's a range bound environment. We're above the mid range approximately. I say the mid range is here. We're above the mid range from this high to this low. You can definitely use this. And then David's saying the green one for sure. Yes. So the green one, in terms of the green one, let me bring this up. So you can see that price was in the consolidation for there, and it broke out. Is this a deviation, or do we go a lot more higher? Blah blah. I mean, at least to this target here, X, Y, and Z. Now, if you were to narrow it down to which range you were to use, right? So you got these now. You got these colors. Everyone's agreeing that there's ranges. I even broke it down to you. Yes, they are all in a range. If you were to narrow it down, right, and I would say to you, choose 1 or 2 ranges from here. Which one would you pick out, right? I'm gonna give you a hint, right? You can use 2. There's 2 ranges here, and the key is where is price stuck out. You want to focus on where price is stuck out, right? And let's pick the colors. Is it black and blue, or is it black and pink, or is it green and pink? Whatever, just choose that. I want everyone. So Derry's saying black and green. Okay, cool. Love that. I really like that. Wait, hello. I was giving you a shout as well, talking about the late adopter. Thanks for that, man. You know, salute to you, motherfucker. You're a sick guy. Do you know what? While you guys choose the colors, right? Let me just freaking get a Coke, man. I just want to get a Coke, actually. It's really unhealthy to pick up a Coke early morning, but fuck that, you know. When you're doing building work and shit like that, the amount of sweat you fucking produce and the amount of strength you build is unbelievable. It's fucking unbelievable. Like, I like going to the gym back in the days. I used to be quite strong, right? Even when I go 6 days a week, I believe I'm quite strong, for especially for my physique, for my body strength as well. I got that Bruce Lee thing going on, you know. It's like I look skinny, but then when I tense, it's like, yo, what the fuck? But like I tell you something though, building work, man, that's a whole fucking different level of strength there. Like I got strength that I've never thought I could do, man. Like freaking put like 4 bags of cement on one shoulder, 4 bags on there, 100 kilos on each side, fucking carry that shit, go inside. Do that in gym. I wasn't able to do that shit. Fuck that. So the right way, FEG, we'll talk about that in the future. It's it's a lot more complex, but we can talk about I think one by one. One second. Pirate saying, can you darken the borders of the white candles a bit more? All right, is it becoming a bit faint for you guys? Let's have a look. How do I do my settings? Settings, borders. No, I can't make it any more thicker, to be honest. Some people were complaining about the fucking like saying I was giving them a seizure and some shit, like a heart attack. Like Tupac said in it, like fuck with me and I'll give you a fucking seizure and heart attack. That's what he said in like hit him up. But no, that's the best I could do really. I'm gonna have to sort this out. Sorry about that. Okay. So Derry's saying black and green. Okay, black and green, cool. We've got what about the blue to be so Lomo said what about blue to between the two blacks? So like over here, what do you mean? It's like so you're talking about the mid range of the blue? Like is that what you're trying to say? Like over here, mid range probably be around here. I think that's around the mid range. No, maybe a little bit higher. I think that's where mid range is. And the black mid range will be here approximately. That's where we're finding resistance right now as well, in a long way. So what are you trying to say, Lone Wolf? Dank saying pink, cool. Black and blue. We've got black and blue, black and pink. We've got fucking black. We've got green, pink. Someone saying green, pink. All right, cool. Who's that? Shazab. Sir, please stop with the cook. Oh yeah, dude, I gotta stop there. I'd say blue up towards the mid range of the black of the 2 blacks with 2 deviation above. Okay, cool. Candles all good here. You said we break down below 200 weekly EMA. Well, yeah, the 200 weekly EMA. Well, it looks like it. We'll go to BTC in a bit. We're just talking about just ranges, more education content right here before we kick off into like full steam ahead. So me personally, right, so everyone's got like got really good answers, and I think they are legitimate. They are all legitimate, which means like which shows you, look, which I'm trying to show to you, that there's no wrong answer to everything, right? You might be looking at a different range compared to what I am, but what I would always say to you is look for where current pricing is at. So if I'm doing a range, right, what is current pricing at? So I know currently, right, price has been stuck in here. Fuck off. Pay attention, guys, right? So price has been stuck into this area here. Yes, we got a deviation here, another deviation there. We got resistance here. We got deviation here. So price has broken out and it's taken out these highs. So already we know that this is a key factor. Do we do something like this, right? Do we do something like come back down and retest this range and hold above it and go back higher? And then that's your long, going back to the next target. So that, I would say this will be my first range, the green one. Because why the green one is because we were playing in this for so long recently, right? Because it's compact. It's always compact. Remember I said price is always in a range? Price was stuck in this range for fucking God knows how long, like 10 years worth of bullshit that was, right? And this will give me an opportunity to take a trade to the next target. The next target where I'll be looking at, forgetting the lines, will be like something like this. I think target 1 will be off this low here. And then target 2 will be the highs, which then comes into the second range. And what is the second range? If I'm targeting this high, that means this purple box, right? This purple fucking range, that's also the bigger range. So it's like a range within a range. It's like a rangeception. That's what we call it, rangeception. I'm calling it that. So it's a fucking name now. It's a rangeception. It's a range within a range. Price is always in a range, no matter what the fuck it's doing. I'll prove it to you on Bitcoin in just a moment as well. So I would personally pick, right? Yes, the black one has key. That's an SR. I would then say that this black one is an SR. What's so important? Deviation. Deviation. Come back down. Resistance. If we go once we reclaim this SR, we should hold it as support. 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 Off we go. Does that make sense? So saying the black one is a range is not a problem, because at the same time, right, you could still say that the mid range of this one would be here, approximately here. And what do? We found resistance in this area. Does everyone see that? Whoops. Well, motherfucker, I'll delete everything. But we found resistance in that area, right? So the black one, I'll show you quickly. I think it's like that. That was the low, and I think the mid range is approximately around here. That's it. Oh no. Do you know what? I'm gonna get a fucking thingy, Fibonacci, just to have a look, because that's there and then here. Now we did break above the mid range, so we broke above the mid range. So then you say the next target will be the that of, well, it's all gone now, which kind of pissed me off now. Then I would say, look, the next target, as long if we were to be bullish, next target is here and then target there. That's all it is as well. So remember the green line, come back down, let it retest this range high over here. The moment it reclaims and hold it, that's my trigger. That's my trigger, because if it was to be bullish, right, if it was to be bearish, why are we coming back into this SR? We shouldn't come into this SR. Price should have broken down the range and play within the range. Because remember the tattoo that we got? What the fuck are you doing back in the range? But if you were to do something like that, like come back into the range, if you were to come, well, fuck off. If you were to do something like that, come back into the range, and then we play the range bound game back into this, from that low to this high. That's all we're doing. If you were to be bullish, right, and hold above it, right, it's like a retest and hold it above it, reclaims this SR, you have to long it here. Because if we're holding the SR, a bullish SR, support is now becoming like, you know, resistance. It's not even resistance, it's become support. What does support means? Long. Simple as that. If it's resistance, what do? You short. If it's support, what do? You long. So then I would say that black line would then be like will be a thingy. I think this bit here is the mid range of this high there and this low there. So you can use that as well, it's not a problem, but I would like to focus on current pricing, because these are past data. All this has been filled, like these gaps over here have been sorted out by this. All this price action has been sorted out. This void over here has been filled by all this area here. This has all been sorted out. So we've got to focus on this little area here. You understand? And that's the quarterly. That's the quarterly range. And I just showed to you that the price is in the range. I prove it to you just right there after quarterly. Price is always in the motherfucking range. You just got to find the fucking range. That's all it is. It takes time, right? Oh yeah, Control Z. Bastard. Should have done that. Let's see if we can do it. Control Z. Ah, there we go. There we go. What a geezer. Fucking sick guy. Shout out the fucking right way, because he's singing the right way. But yeah, so it's all about finding the range. So me personally, I just focus on the current ranges, where it's at, right? So price was stuck in here. I'm gonna repeat this one more time, then we're gonna move on. Okay, price was stuck in here for so long, and we've left this range. Remember, consolidation, breakout, retest, expansion. That's one of our tattoos, right? So we have to still keep this range, which means we still got to keep this range in mind, because this is the consolidation. That's the break. Let me just delete this shit. Yeah, this is the consolidation. This is the breakout. We should get a fucking retest. Whether a retest off here and hold above it and reclaim this and then go up higher, right? Or at least a retest off this range high, then expansion. Then that's the breakout, that's the retest, and that's the expansion. Or do we come back in and play in this range, and that was just a fucking deviation. So price, which is why that green range is so important right now. We still got to keep that in mind. If we break up and we hold above it and then start taking target one, but then we've stepped out, we've clearly left this range. We clearly left this range over here. We're going into the next set of range. And the next set of range we've got to focus is that pink one. Does that make sense? Let me just draw that pink. Does that make sense, everyone? Hope it does. Please tell me it does. Take care, pirate. Get home safely. Do you just adjust? So Goonie saying, do you adjust the range assumption during price discovery? No. So when we get price discovery, right? That this is where it gets complicated now. All right. So here, like, fuck it. Let's just do the education content. All right. Let me do it. All right. We're going to talk about that in just a second as well. So Goonies ask a question which is much more complex, right? And it's a good question. It's a very good question, but it's very complicated at the same time, because now it's like, all this time, your mind is telling you price is in a range. Well, for me, right, I understand price is always in a range. I showed it to you right now. You can't disagree. Anyone disagrees with me, please tell me you disagree and explain to me why you disagree, right? Because I think I've proven enough of this over the last, 10 minutes of how price has been. That price is always in a range, Okay, so what Gooni's asking, everyone's saying it makes sense, sort of. Dank saying sort of. Anything you're missing that you're not understanding, just tell me. Just tell me. I will go through there. Havalaz has got it. Derry's got it. Is the fib level? Nick saying is the fib level is not quite useful for price discovery targets. So Nick and fucking Goonie is on the same page here, right? Wait, before I move on, Dank, what do you mean sort of? I want you to tell me what do you mean, because I really want to make sure that you guys understand this shit before we move on, because hopefully this is the last time I'm going to talk about ranges for a little while, because you guys are gonna practice this, and I want practices. Do you know what? I'm gonna do something fucking different here, right now, right here and right now. Right, my DM is open to each and one of you guys. Message me and shit like that. A lot of you messages, than you guys, right, who I don't follow, it goes into like a separate inbox kind of thing. Now this separate inbox, right, it's just filled with loads of spam and loads of people asking for money, loads of people who want, you know, promotions and this and that, and you get loads of random as well. Some weird people. Trust me, some weird people. So my DM is open for you guys, right? If you want, right? If you want, or actually, fuck it, don't do the DM. Let's do it on Twitter, because the DM then it becomes a headache to actually deal with DM. I don't want to sit on Twitter and just look at DMs. So on Twitter, right? If you want to draw ranges, what you could do is do a chart and at me at it. Just at me at TraderDank, right? And I'll have a look at it. I'm more than happy to have a look, and I'll tell you X, Y, and Z, all for free. I'm doing this for free. I'm not asking you for a penny. Just fucking, yeah, short time. I'm only doing this for this week only. I'm not doing this after this week. I'm gonna start, because I know it's gonna take me a lot of fucking time. I'm gonna lose a lot of time on that, but I'm happy to do this because we're a small channel, we're a small family. Whether we hit like 5k, 10k, 100k, I don't fucking know. But especially when we hit 100k, there's no fucking way I'm gonna actually say, yeah, listen, everybody, tweet at me and at TraderDank, and I'll check your ranges, right? This is something that I would like to do on Discord, in a more of a secluded group, but I don't have it. We're gonna make do what we've got. All right? Does that make sense? An assignment, 100%. We want exercise. Yeah, that's your fucking exercise. Tweet at me as many charts as you like, right? With your ranges, and I will look at them, and I will tell you, okay, this is this and that, X, Y, and Z, right? You know what will I even do? So if you guys follow me on my Telegram on DankHub, right? DAINKHUB. It's on my Telegram. You'll literally find DankHub. I could use you guys, if you guys are okay, right, to as an example, and I can discuss that like on a voice note. I think the voice note would be so much easier. And then I can do a small little video and then upload it there, X, Y, and Z, saying what you've done wrong, what you could do better. It's only this week, guys. Only this week. By Friday evening, that's it. All right. I'm not doing it anymore for a little while. Okay. I'm doing this for you guys. So Telegram is shady. What do you mean Telegram is shady? Discord is coming. Discord is gonna be coming. I know freaking Nick been hassling me with fucking Discord. He's been banging me on Discord. So it will come. It will come. But yeah, so it's a homework for you guys. Whether you wanna use it, by all means. You know, like I'm giving you my time. I'm literally giving you my time for free. You know, out of nowhere. If you don't want to use it, you don't need to use it, right? If you don't want to, you know, take advantage of it. But I would say to you, take advantage of it if I'm giving you a week. I'm giving you a fucking week to actually try and help you with ranges, okay? So, yeah. Guys, by all means, man. You want to do 3 charts, 5 charts, whatever, just send it to me. Tweet at me. Yeah, I'm going to... Jordan, yeah, 100% be a busy motherfucker right here. And I've got fucking housework as well, so I'm going to do it in between kind of thing. I actually want to show you the fucking house. This shit I'm doing is mad. So, that's what I'm talking about, okay? So, everyone okay with that? What's it? Marco saying, is this a good range? Range for what? Oh, yeah, so Dank was saying, I understand when you explain it, but left to my own device, I get it wrong still. 100% Dank, I get it. I just need to watch more than once. I think our homework would help. That's why I'm doing the homework for you guys. You know what? I'm doing this because of Dank. Dank is actually said, you know, openly said that he's struggling a little bit. No problem. Trading is not easy. It's fucking... Let me put me on full screen for a second. Yeah, no problem. Like, I know trading is it's really hard. Picking out ranges, picking out all this bullshit, everything, all that nonsense. It's tough. I get it. So, literally, I'm doing this for you guys. So, please smash up the likes, man. Smash the likes. Give me some love for that, right? So, I wonder how many people's gonna fucking do this now. I think there's gonna be a lot. I don't know what I've got myself into. Fucking hell. But I do it for the family. I do it for you guys. literally everything else I do it for you guys, right? So, Chaitanya Go is asking, may you kindly confirm if it's a 200 weekly EMA or 200 weekly SMA? I use EMA, estimate. Well, I use MA. It doesn't really matter. It's pretty much the same thing, approximately. I use the MA, market average, right? You can use the EMA, the SMA. There won't be much of a variance. It's pretty much the same. I mean, I can show it to you guys in just a moment. Derry wants to be assistant Discord mod. Honestly, though, I was talking about this to Nick briefly, right? Like, if I don't know how I'm gonna do this, right? Because this takes a lot out of me as well. Because I've got to trade as well myself and make a living in it and whatnot, and look after the family. But if the Discord does happen, and as it grows, I would definitely need mods and stuff like that, and it'll be like I'd pay you guys as a salary to actually be mods and shit like that. It's an opportunity for you guys. There's a lot of people here that actually has actually been here with me in the beginning, and they're growing with me as we go along. So I know who was there, I know who's not there as well. So the early birds will get the priority, in my opinion. So stick around. Class of Dank 22 years. Let's make a fucking class out of it. Let's make. You know what it is? The plan is the real plan is by 2024, when the bull run happens, we're just gonna fucking kill it, right? All of us, every single one of us. You know, like look at yourself in the mirror every day and just always tell yourself, stick with it. It's hard. It's gonna be shit. It's gonna be horrible. There's gonna be moments you're gonna make losses. There's gonna be moments that you just feel really low. I've been through the same stage as you have. Trust me. I may be here now, but I've been in the same stage as you guys have, if not worse, right? Maybe not worse, maybe a bit less, but I've been in the same position. I've been through depression. I've been through suicide. I've been through failures of trading for months upon months upon months, and loss upon loss upon loss. You know, I've been through the same thing, and all I'm trying to do now is trying to give it back to the community and try and teach you something so you don't do the same mistake that I do. You're gonna make mistakes like I have, 100%. I think everyone needs to make mistakes, but it'll be a lot less. So if you can get to my stage in 2 years, 2.5 years, and so on, let's fucking do it. So these ranges are killing. All right, so let's get back into the work now. All right, so we talked about ranges. The education content's all done. Oh, there was one more question actually. There was one more question I'm gonna explain to you guys as well. So let's delete all this shit. I'm gonna go to Luna, right? Because I did do a Luna, I believe, USDT, right? Binance, okay. I know Luna's a dead chart and stuff like that, but I'm going to do it on Luna to explain to you a few things, alright? So, a day, right? So, let's just go. When price was over here, right? And, like, literally, price got up to here, right? So, we got price discovery. Can you see that? I'm not going to expand any further. Yeah, there we go. Can everyone see that? So, price-wise, right? If you look at it this way, we got a high here, right? Let's make it black. I don't like pink. I think there's nothing wrong with pink, but yeah, see, we got a high there, right? And price literally smashed above it, right? And we're looking for a retest, but it doesn't, but it goes a lot more higher, and it just goes a lot more higher. So we are now in this area called price discovery. Does everyone understand that? What is price discovery? Price discovery basically means that price has gone above the all-time high, and it's now making new highs. Like, we're in no man's land. We don't know where the fuck this is going. How high is it gonna go? So right now, like, according to this chart, right, like just looking at like previous thingy, let's say the price is at $34, right? And all-time high previously was around $22. And you're like, yo, how high does it go? Do we go to $50? Do we go to $100? What I do a Fibonacci as well. All right, this is how I play the extended game, right? This is how I play the game ahead of everyone else, okay? Which is a secret, okay? Not everyone's gonna understand this. I'm gonna do this once, right? And I don't think I'm gonna do this again until we go for the Discord, because it's very privatized. This what the way I work it. So I look for a range, right? So as you can see, I got a range right there, all right? So I look for a range. So my range was this low here to this high here, all right? So I basically use the March is low and March is high, all right? This is where price was going. You can agree, right? It's a range bound environment, okay? 75% from the range high, come back below here. We found resistance off this area here, this consolidation, right I'd say this consolidation over here is where we found resistance. You can see let's see, resistance is forming lower lows, lower highs, right? So we can already know like that's going to be bearish there. You see the mid-range, we had a deviation there, we had a support there, we shanked down below it, and once we get back above it, support deviates and gets back up, and then it goes up higher, right? So, and you can see the range low, deviation, support, deviation. It's holding this low. It was definitely holding. You can use this low here, but I would definitely use March's low. So that was the range that I had, right? All good. Now this is where you get smart now, right? This is like the intelligent motherfucker, right? We're gonna be intelligent bitches here. So I get the high here, so I got the low here, I got the high here, I go across, right? Now watch this, right? So what I'm doing, as you can see, I literally use this across all the way there, and then so I'm just gonna make this bolder. Then I go into the secret mode in it. You know, in games you always got like you got a fucking hidden shit, right? So we double click on this, right? Now I enter new numbers. I enter 1.25, 1.5, 1.7. Oh, wrong way. Cancel. It's supposed to be here. There. Let's drag this along. There. There we go. So 1.25. 1.5, 1.75, and 2. Where's 2? God damn it, there you go. And look what we have. We have a separate range. We copied this, and so all we did, we copied this and we pasted it on top. And look how price has reacted. For me, my next target now becomes around $39. Right? And you can see this mid-range. See, look here, mid-range already. Price discovery. Already found resistance, gets above it, holds support, comes down as deviation, gets back up, and then you see over here, after that, all will be fine is literally that price held it as support, right? You can see it holds it as support, deviates, goes up. So then that 2, right, is now become a factor where we're gonna hold. Now I want to go to further mode. This is all new price discovery. All I do again, double click on this, 2.25. 2.5, 2.75, 3. Here we go. That's the next set. Now we're looking at where the next set of targets. We know the ultimate target from 2. So if we're playing from 2 over here, we found support here. My next target will be 2.5, coming to this area of consolidation. Then if we break above it and hold, where's the next target? At 3, $57. Then if we break above that, then I now copy and paste it. Again, same shit. What I'm doing. 3.25 and oh, that's before. I think I'm gonna shoot to 4. And where does price go? You can see 4, even the 4 right now holds as resistance, gets up, comes as a deviation. You know, it's choppy this area. Once we lose this level, right? Once we lost this level, it's fucking game over. So that's how I actually play. It's very brief, but that's how I actually play price discovery. I just now extend my targets, my Fibonacci. And that's why I always have them here. I have them here in preparation for when it's price discovery. And the same thing can be on the downside as well. So you can see how literally I literally played up to fucking $56 around here. You can see the purple line. Whoops. I already had it before because I was playing the price discovery game over here back then, and I was just playing on that move. And yeah, happy days. And that's how I do it. Were you holding any Luna when it clicked? No, I didn't. I didn't hold any. Literally, I was playing. I bought Luna, right? I'll be honest with you. I bought Luna back in the early fucking days, right? At 30 cents. 30 cents was around here. It's about there. I bought Luna at the bottom. I literally bought at the bottom over here, right? Like on KuCoin, it was on KuCoin, and I bought it at like the 30 cents, playing it to like $1, and then like once we did that smash, I'm like fuck, right? I can't buy it. A spot buy it, nah, it wasn't gonna work for me because it was already left the fucking building for me. So I started drawing the ranges from March itself. Right? I missed all this move here. I literally missed all this move in March. Once I got the range band play, all I did, I played back down, right? Played back to range low. Once we broke above it, and I was playing it level to level, and I was just making bucks on that as well. And you can tell from here is where I stopped. From here, I was like, okay, $56. I'm gonna leave it, focus on something else. That was November this year, and then Literally, you got up a lot more higher, blah blah. But from there, I didn't play it anymore. I was watching Luna. I'm like, I missed the boat. I really missed the boat on spot buys. I missed the boat on spot buys really. So, do you ever use the 618 Fibonacci at all? No, not really, not really. I think the 0.15 tells me a lot. So, for example, if we, I mean, you can use the 618, right? So look at this 0.15. We get back up, right? If I just go to on the 4 hours, right, I think it'd be a bit more clear. This has actually been a long educational lesson here, but I don't really mind it. So I just use levels. So I use the Fibonacci, right? So you can see that purple line over here? That's my, I'm gonna make it a bit more thicker with a line, okay? That's my mid-range, right? And you can see already, I'm gonna use a different color, right? That this was my high, right? And this was my low. It's a range band environment, okay? Now, I know this is a key level. This is a key motherfucking level. So what I'm looking for is price to play within here. See how it comes back down? Deviates it. If I were to long it, I need it to reclaim and hold this level. Then my stop loss will be here. Playing it to target, well, target 1 of these highs and target 2. Once we break out above it, then I'll be like, okay, I held a little bit at the time. I think it was like maybe about 20% of the trade, and I just let it run. And I can always add on positions, right? I can always add on positions with this. So you see this is this high here. The moment we smash above this high, right, that's confirmation for me to enter, stop loss here, and play up higher all the way to the next set of targets will be the range high. So that's how I was playing it, to be honest, as well. Cool. But yeah, the 618, I never really used it. I just literally used the 1.5. I think the 1.5 tells me a lot of stories. Because you know when you use 6.618, 1.721, 3.195 and use pi, and use sine and cos and all that bullshit, it becomes too much to your human mind. Simplify the motherfucker. That's what it is. You simplify it down, you make it a lot more easy for yourself, man. Right? It's like there's a lot of techniques. No, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be using it. It's not good and whatever. I'm saying you can use it, but what I'm saying to you, the easiest way for all of us to actually understand how this works, right, is just to simplify it. When we have easy numbers like 1, 1.2, like 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 2. It's simple numbers. We're talking about quadrants, right? You understand? And when we use quadrants, we can literally see it does tell us a lot of the stories. Look at that 0.75 right here. Resistance, smash above it, goes up there. Resistance, it gets choppy over here, comes at support. You know, it tells us enough. That 1.25, I show you how that range bound play was, right? Deviation, reclaim that mid range, stop loss over here, targeting over here, get above and hold above and blah blah. You know how it is. And that was sufficient enough for me to actually take a trade on the upside, and that's what it is. And then the downside was quite easy. You just do the same thing opposite, you know. So that's that. Any questions? Last question, and then I'm gonna move on, and then that's it. We're gonna go straight into the whole outlook, because I'm talking about make or break on shit on Bitcoin, right? So let's have a look. BTC. All right, I'm gonna just recap on the short I took. Just a quick recap, and I'm gonna explain to you what I did. I was on the short on Ethereum. I did get stopped out. I took the short over here, as you can see, and I cut the trade at 2.1414 R. Happy days, whatever. I was adamant that we were going to go lower. The reason why we was going to go lower, you see this blue box over here, right? This blue box, right, is previous consolidation from November 2020. I've done it before, so you guys can go back onto it as well. And you can see how this, right, let's just look here. If I were to, that's all I did, literally, in that blue box, extended it, make a range band environment. And you can see how this is all is. So, focusing on all that, let me delete all this for just a moment. So focusing on all that, I'm going to bring these lines back in just a moment, right? But we're just going to focus on that. Actually, no. I'm going to leave this line here. So, I knew price was, when you look at it, right, and now, on the 15 minutes, you see this, right? Look what was going on. We were making lower highs all the way down. The market structure was already bearish. Let me just delete this off, right, for a second. I'm just going to recap this shit. Right, I'm going to tell you how I played the trade. The market structure was going high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right, well, it didn't make this yet. But to me already, market structure, we can easily say it's bearish. Why? These lows here were taken out. That low was taken out. This high has held. This high has held. We never come and retest this. So there was an equal high here, right? So when we had a stop run, we had an equal high. So we had a stop run. I'm like, okay, we've come into we've taken out the stops over here, and at the same time we've come into this descending trend line as well, which is now forming as a bias for me. I need to have a trigger. The trigger is what, right? I know we're making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. I need to know, can I enter? Are we gonna break out and hold above it and then do this, something like this? Because that's what a lot of CT were doing. A lot of CT was looking for longs, and I was looking at that. I'm like, I'm still bearish, because the market structure was showing me, it was telling me it's bearish. Why should I flip bias, right? Looking for longs going out for these highs and these highs until we've, you know, if we were to break above and hold support, then yeah, I'd say let's flip the longs. But I was short over the weekends. I was very adamant about it, and I knew why, because price was getting heavy. You can easily see it. How fucking heavy is this shit, man? It's like falling down. It's like, you know, when you got a bouncy ball, you just drop it from in there and it gets lower and lower, and that's what the fuck it was doing. It was gravity was doing its thing, right? Not to say that it's going to zero, but gravity was doing its thing. So I was like, all right, cool. Then at the same time, I'm like, okay, how do I enter this? We got a trend line here, right? This is a trend line over here. Can you see it? If we get back below it here and then retest this, I'm going to enter the trade. I'm going to enter the trade and then playing it down to target 1. But I wasn't looking for this. I think we was going to take out these lows over here. I knew that we would take out these lows because it's forming lower high, and to me that was a lower high. Already there, that was a lower high. I was looking for a retest, right? And lo and behold, as you can see, it did that. And now I entered the trade. You could say target 1 was here, target 2 was here. It said target 3 was the weekly range high. And that's what we did. And the trade was done. Happy days. I woke up, cut the trade. I was happy with it, right? Now looking at the market, right? So if I bring up all this shit now, right? That's a simplified version. If I were to bring up all this fucking lines and shit, come on, there we go. It makes sense, because look at the mid-range. The mid-range right here. So we played high to low, went low to mid, right? So sorry, high to mid, mid to low, low to mid. We didn't even hold this as support, so we can't start fucking saying yeah, mid to high, right? We can't be doing that, because the moment we lost this level, right, that was the key for me to say yeah, we gotta go fucking lower here. You know what I'm saying? I had shorts over here to play it back down to this area, which is all good. I think my entry was about around here. Stop loss, hard stop there, and I played it back to the low, right? Because if you remember, that's why I always say high to low. High to mid, mid to low. It's always mid. The midpoint is the key point. Then you watch how we do it. Because if we were to hold it, right, then as soon as we break out this high, then you know it's fucking confirmation to go a lot more higher, right? But the fact that we get back below the mid, you're like, well, this is a fucking deviation of the mid-range. If this is a deviation of the mid-range, where we fucking going? Back to range low. Does that make sense? So it could have done all this, right? And it was finding resistance after 25% of the range. Look at that. Look at this motherfucker right here. Resistance, deviation, fucking shank down, let's go, motherfucker. And that's what we did. And that's the way. And when you break it down, right, sometimes you just need to clear up the chart. Have a pen tool like Epic Pen that I use, right, and literally just draw some random shit. And like, what is price trying to say? Sometimes you can look at it from the range. So the range, which is why I always say price is always in a motherfucking range. You can understand that shit. Trust me, you've conquered a lot of stuff there. Okay. SRs and everything else come with it as well. Yeah, 100%. But the range just tells you a lot of story, which is why I was short. So when yes, we go back to the mid, right? We come back to the low, right? And we come back down here and we reclaim. Yes, we did reclaim the range low. And I always say when we claim the range low, I mean this was a valid trade to go back to target 1, looking for target 2. Yes, that's agreeable. I can agree with that. However, right? You see this level here, this range high there. What is so important about this? Well, let me show you, motherfuckers. On the hourly. What do we always say? We always say, right, the price is in the consolidation, get a breakout and a retest, and if we're going to be bullish, expansion, right? That's what's going to happen. But if price does a consolidation, breakout, retest, but this is a high and it breaks down, that's a deviation, right? So I was looking as a target as that, at a very minimum, And also we have that Dragonfly Doji, and I think we can go a little bit lower. I think we can go a little bit lower. How low? So look on the 1 day. Can we do it? I mean, I wouldn't mind. Honestly, on the daily, I really wouldn't mind if price decides to do something like this. Come back down here, right? Breaks down, hold support, reclaims this area. Once it reclaims that, that was just a deviation of the range high, and off we go. We can take out these highs and these highs, and let's go a lot more higher. Play it to level. That's what I'll be looking for, right? So it's a bit of a weird one at the moment on the daily, but we could actually find support right here. I don't see why not. And then once we step back into this range low, we play back to level 1, level 2, right? So I'm not in a rush to take any trade. I'm just looking for more patient plays now, right? It's the start of the week. We're gonna play it level to level, right? Make it nice and simple, nothing too complicated, right? Let's go on the 15 minutes, right? And let's start looking for plans, okay? So we know, right? So so we've done the view, right? So we know what's going on. We've come back and retested this range high, right? Now the question now becomes that, is this, so we've done the consolidation, we've done the breakout, this is the retest, this is the real retest right here, not this, because we didn't even test it here. That's the real retest. Question is, do we hold above it and reclaim this and play it level to level, or do we lose it and come back down to level? But this is what we'll do now, right? For you motherfuckers, we are gonna make plans. Smash the likes, guys. Show me some love, man. We've done some mad education content in the morning, the very first half of it, and we're fucking gonna kill the rest of the show. So yeah, what's up, Mo? How you doing, brother? So on Ethereum, it looks like we just reclaimed the mid-range. If we lose it, I'm looking at it at the trade there, taking it down to range low. If we lose it, yeah, I agree with that. I know what he's talking about. I know what Nicholas is talking about. I believe you're using Monday's range, is it? Is that what you're using? Because the mid-range is the key bit at the moment. All right then. Okay, cool. So now we're looking for longs, right? So let's have the long scenario, right? Long scenario is this, right? So we know already, right? We've got this fucking trend line here. I'm gonna leave this trend line here just for the sake of the argument, okay? Yeah, that's on 4 hours. So yeah, I know what Nick is talking about straight off the bat, because Nick's a fucking G, okay? So 2 things we're gonna focus. Number 1, this range over here. Number 2, this range over here, right? So we've held this support, right? With this really, unless actually quickly, market structure wise, let's do that quickly. I think that's really important that we need to understand before we jump into the trades. Market structure wise, it's still looking good, right? Oops, bring this right over here. Yeah, it's still looking good. Looking good in what way? Well, let's fucking mute this shit up. And you can see price has made the low, right? That's the low. Which you guys can't see that actually. Yep. So market structure wise, that's the low. That's the low. Lower high. Sorry. Higher high. Higher low. Higher high. Higher low. Higher high. So already we know that this is the key point. If we lose this fucking level here, Bob's your fucking uncle, we're going to go a lot more lower because we're broken market structure, right? I mean, one can argue, right? And that's the key. So it can come up here and retest this and hold it. As long as it holds this, we're good. If we start losing it, we have to play it back to the level range, right? And the range band we're playing was like that weekly range we're talking about, okay? So that's so market structure wise on a higher time frame, it's still looking decent, right? We can literally see that it's making lower highs. Is this forming a lower low? Sorry, a higher low, and then go up for the higher high? Is that what's happening? We don't fucking know, but we'll work it level to level. Really simple as that, okay? I mean, one can argue that it's a fucking wedge or some shit like that. If you do a wedge like that, and then like this, say like this, you can say it's a wedge. I mean, the mid-range of the wedge is about here, 2100 in this area. We could come back down, we don't fucking know, but we'll work it out there. If we lose that wedge again, like I said, the key really horizontally, we lose 19,000, fucking short it, let's go. We'll make some fucking big bucks on that, trust me, because we're gonna compound this. Oh yeah, Piotr was asking liquidity. Yes, that was it. He was asking about liquidity on Twitter. So what is liquidity? Liquidity basically means, right, in the most simplest way, is that, so you know when let's say you take a trade, let's say you were long over here, right? You were long over, let's say, yeah, you were long in this area here. You're gonna place your stop loss over here, or over here, right? Those are the three places that you can place it. You're gonna place your stop loss at swing lows because you're longing to go up, targeting these highs, and then this and blah 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 blah, right? So already, right, by placing your what the fuck? Yeah, by placing your stop loss here, that's liquidity. That's already liquidity. Because if your liquidity is $1,000, for example, right? If your stop loss is $1,000, that's $1,000 of liquidity right here. Because if price comes down, it takes that liquidity. You're taking that liquidity. The game really is a liquidity hunt game, right? Just like over here, right? Just like how we did this bullish market structure. That's a high here, right? People who are shorting are going to have liquidity here. They place the stop loss here, or they're going to place the stop loss there. That's liquidity there, right? That's what people were shorting. And look what happened. We took out the highs on this area here, taking out liquidity. We took out the highs over here at this liquidity. It's an SR, yeah. Pitch point perfect SR. Look at that. Bang on. Resistance, sell off, hold the support over here. So we're stuck in this range bound environment really as well. Right, so you can play it as an SR game or whatever, but that's what liquidity means. Liquidity is when you actually, like when you're, you're hunting, when you're hunting for stops, right? And then once you take out these stop losses over here, these highs over here, these highs over there, probably highs over here, you're taking out liquidity, right? The game is either you actually hunting liquidity or you're bouncing off something. That's all it is. Sometimes you can bounce off a block, for example. Let's just say, because it was bullish, right? Right. So when we were playing the bullish game, right? So what happened was, remember I said there's liquidity over here, this high over here. So there was high here, and then price came down. It didn't take out liquidity over here. Why? Why is that? Because what happened was there was a block here. This area consolidation, right, was where price bounced off. So price can do two things: take out liquidity, which it did over here, or come into a block and hold it support, and off we go. Those are the two things that price does. Really, really simple there. Does that make sense? Check Ethereum. Bro, if you're telling me to check Ethereum and nothing's really happened, I'm going to be a little bit pissed off. I ain't going to lie to you. Bro, there's nothing happening. There's nothing to worry about. We're going to get to Ethereum in a bit, alright? Just relax. Yep. Just because we got like a little move of like $10 doesn't mean you get excited and say, yo, what's happening? Do a long, do a chill out. This is why we make plans. When we make plans, it makes things a lot more clear, okay? Cool, let's get to the plans now. Fucking spending a lot of time talking about education. Who wants liquidity? Bro, we hunt fucking liquidity, Shazab. We're the fucking liquidity hunters. Now, we don't move the market, I'll be honest with you. We don't move the market. There's bigger players. Elon Musk is not a player. Michael Saylor is not a whale. These guys are babies, man. They're fucking probably tuna fishes and shit and salmons. And like I said, we're algaes in it. We're just fucking getting scraps. The bigger players are people of the dark web. I've seen the wallet. They've got 100k BTC, 2.2 billion right now. That's just one wallet, and they move money from side to side, left, right, and center to pump and dump the market. That's what they do. Remember when Elon Musk dumped 660 million BTC? Did we go down, make new lows? We didn't make a lower low. In fact, we made a lower high. You know, I think sorry, a higher low. You know what I'm saying? So the key really is don't listen to, oh, Elon's dumping the market. Cut the fucking noise. Honestly, cut the noise. They're all bullshit noise. 100%. So, just literally, so check BTC top 100 wallets. They're insane. How do I do that? Have you got a link? I can have a look at that. But I've seen an account myself, right? The wallet. I've seen the wallet address. And one account on the dark web has 100k BTC. Elon sold at 29k. Nah, he didn't. He sold over here. Did he sold at 29 or did he sold over here? Because he just recently said so, innit? I may be wrong. But he may have sold at 29k, right? Okay, he sold. Let's say he sold over here, 29k over here. Market dumping 600 million over here did not make it one candle. He did not make this candle here. This candle was here was someone else. You know what I'm saying? Someone else was doing this move here. Look how great. If it is true 29k, if I may be wrong, right? If he did sell at 29k over here, he didn't dump it like that. He just need a fucking little touch of it's like a kiss of a range low. The dump over here. Look at this dump. This dump from fucking, let's say from 27k, right, was completely someone else. You have to agree. It was definitely not Elon Musk, because if you sold at 29k, it was a fucking motherfucker of a whale who did all this move over here. See this move over here? This was a fucking someone else who was serious. Yeah, he said 29. Okay, 29k, 29 before the big dump. He sold at average. Okay, so he sold at average at 29k, but he definitely did not dump this. That his sell was not this. That was someone else. That was someone who has more than 660 million to actually dump on the market. Satoshi, who fucking knows, man? But I'm telling you, there's some bigger players out there. 600 mil isn't even 1% of the supply. There you go. Like, remember that girl, fucking the one with the big ass lips in it. She had an annoying voice in it, but she was pretty. She was alright. She had a massive forehead on her. Looked like Rihanna. No shots. Fuck, that's fucked up. What's her name? Moon. She blocked me because I called her out on that 1%. I forgot what her name. She played the whole depression card, because what happened is some project gave her 1% of the supply, and she dumped it on the market on launch as well. She dumped 100k USDT in Ethereum. Well, sorry, 100k worth of Ethereum on the market, and then wrote the project herself. And that's 1% of the supply, and that did something there. But BTC, trust me, there's bigger motherfuckers out there. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't fucking fight the system. But we can play with the system. We can play along the system, and that's what I'm saying. We're always going to be algae. We're not going to be whales. We're never going to be whales. I know one person in particular. Yeah, I'm here, pirate. I know one person in particular. I won't say her name or his name. They got 19k BTC alone. 19k. So if you were to look at it right now, right, and they bought BTC back in the early days. Fucking hell. Well, yeah, so like they got 19k BTC. That's a fucking shitload of money there. You know, we're talking about millions here. So there are people out there like, bruv, like I don't have 100 BTC. You know what I'm saying? So how am I gonna dump the market? But anyway, plans. Let's do. Yeah, Pyro, what was happening? I was just spending like an hour with these guys for freaking education content. 252,000 BTC. Fucking hell. 5.5 billion. Half a lot, you fucking gangster. Fucking hell. Morning, Jay. How you doing, brother? That's fucking insane when you look at it, though. That's some unnatural motherfucking shit. Appreciate that, brother. I really appreciate that, man. Big love to you, man. So we're looking up longs. Right, let's look for plans now. So, shorting this all out, we did all the fucking education content. We're gonna narrow this down into the plans itself, because we've got to get this cracking on, because we've done this like an hour. All right, cool. So price, like I said, imagine they're dumping the market, bro. If they dump the market, it's over. These are the guys who will make it to zero, not us. Yeah, she got 19k. Yeah, he or she got 19k. I'm not gonna say his or her name, but yeah, 19k BTC. That's fucking mad. You know, it's crazy. Back in the days, it was always about. I know one guy, or girl. I'm not gonna say his name or her name. He had 100 BTC in 2017. I was like, yo, when BTC was at 20k, that's big money, you know. That's what 2 million. Yeah, 2 million. Lost it all though, in the stupid trade bear market. But then, like, yeah, it is what it is. So we should bounce now. We'll see. Let's have a look. So we got the hourly. We know the bear market. So yeah, what I was saying is, let's get back onto the fucking plan. So, like I said to you, this itself, right, is bearish market structure, right? If we two things, right? Number one, I was saying that we've got to focus on this area here, this range, and this low here, right? There's gonna be some sort of a bounce here, because that's a range high. So price has, you know, traded above it for the last week and a bit, yeah, just over a week itself. So now we come back to the retest. If we were to hold it, right, there's two things, right? Number one, I can draw an SR here. So you see this SR there? That's causing resistance there. Can you see that, how clearly that is? That very particular low, what the fuck? That particular low, support, shut down, resistance. Would I long? No fucking way. Would I look for short? Not yet, right? So that's what we got to work at. So if you're looking at Ethereum and this and that, play it level to level. Start look at BTC first. I mean, you gotta look at the king before you go look at the prince, all right? So the king is saying that we're finding resistance here. Now, two things can happen. Once we reclaim and hold above it, then I can say, yep, that's a trade, right? Because this will be my trigger. Because now resistance become a support to target to this target there as a quick trade. No problem. I said take some profits off this low here, which is about fucking 22.2k. We need to reclaim that 22k. We need to reclaim the 22k. This is quite key, right? Then once we hold above it, we gotta see if we once we hold above it, then we're like, all right, then cool. This is a range bound environment. Step back into the range. Do I long it? Just not yet, because we could come back into this area, find resistance, and still become a lower high, and then come back down. We don't know, right? But if we were to long it, what we need to do is, I've got a trend line here. Once we break above it, hold this, right? Then I can say, yeah, that's my trigger to enter to target 1, and then to play to target 2. From there, we'll see if we reclaim and hold above it, then we target 3, and then target 4. That's it. That's as simple as that. Nothing else. It's a Monday. I don't think this movement will happen in one day, but we have a plan on what we're going to do. We have to look at this area here. This is going to be the setup area working out for next week, right? If I were to just delete this, let me delete this shit here. I need to see something, right? Give me a second, guys. So I'm drawing Fibonacci. This was yesterday. This is Monday's high, and this is Monday's low so far. How are we looking at? Okay, this could be the high, the low of the Monday. This could be. So I've gone the 15 minutes. No, let's have a look. So for me, it's more this. See how we react off here, which means that you see this. Remember I said to you, if I was to take a trade, this low here, right? We could do something like this. Come back, hold above it, reclaim this mid range, come back there, either tag this and then break down. Once we break down, I'll be looking for shorts back into this area here, right? So this is what could happen. So we don't know just yet, but we know this SR is key. We need to reclaim this SR for us to start looking for longs. Until then, I'm not looking for longs. Between here, so if I delete this shit off, right? So between these two areas here, this low here and this range high is not a place for me to short or long. I'm not playing that game. I'm not going to fall into the market trap, because we could break down and come back into this area, or we can go up and come back to this area. I don't fucking know. I don't think no one knows what's happening, right? So we're going to have to play this level to level. That SR has to be key. Reclaim, hold above it. Let's go to this target, to 23.5k. No, 22.3k. And then from there, we can start looking at breakout of this range. Once we break out this trend line here, then we're like, we got the higher probability. Probability is like, what are the chances? What are the odds in your favors? Is the odds in your favors or against you? If we come into this area here, right, and we start breaking down, do you long? No, because the odds is against you to long. Why? Because this is acting as resistance. If we break above it and hold it, do you long? Yeah. Why? Because the odds in your favors are greater, because we've broken out this trend line, and then we're looking to take out these highs. It's always about the odds in your favor, what the probability is, what has the higher probability. Sometimes playing the higher probability game is much more safer than playing the fucking little scraps here and there, the scalps and this and that. It gets really complicated. I've got a lot of people who actually message me and ask me, how do I scalp? Guys, listen, don't scalp. Don't scalp yet. If you don't know how to trade, right? If you don't know how to look at ranges and SRs and trend lines and all that shit, you shouldn't be scalping. You need to take your time. You need to understand these concepts, apply them on the hourly and the 4 hours, the daily, the 15 minutes, right? Before you can start applying it down to the range, onto scalps. Because trust me, scalps, you have, the way I play scalps, I need to find an opportunity to cut the trade at any cost, right? So if, let's say this is the 1 minute chart, right? And we come back here and we hold it, right? Cool. And we do this, cool. I'm looking to actually long. I'll long it here, and I'm gonna be targeting 1 and 2, right? Let's just say we're targeting 1 and 2. We do something like this, right? And we come back down. And once we break down from this low here, I'm cutting the fucking trade. I don't give a shit, because we could come back down, or you could reclaim and hold above it and carry on. I don't know. I just want to cut the fucking trade. I've got my profits. I'm walking away, because at the scalp is a second. You have to think on the second. If you take time to think, you shouldn't be scalping. If you're not comfortable with looking at charts, you shouldn't be scalping. If you don't understand the concept of ranges, you shouldn't be scalping. Scalping is a very highly complex way of trading. Really, really high. It's a lot of stress. I may have all my hair for now. I don't know how long I'm going to have my hair for, right? But it's one way to fucking go bold. I ain't going to lie to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it will make you bold. The market right now is in balance. Great knowledge. Thank you so much. Pirate, what's your Twitter? Don't know if Pirate wants to give the Twitter. Pirate moves in secret. Learn to day trade and maybe then look at scalps, but it's a danger game. 100%. It's a fucking dangerous game. If you want to get bum raped, that's the fastest way. I'm telling you, it's not nice. It really isn't nice. Oh, Pirate, you're already following your people there. Fair play. Right, cool. So I was talking about this, right? So this area already, I'm not gonna trade. Now, if I were to short, how would I short? I'm looking for this motherfucker over here, right? So we know already, right? I'm gonna actually just move this a little bit before we even. So we know we got a range bound environment. What is the range bound environment? We talked about the range. This orange is a weekly range, okay? So is this a support? Do we hold a support? Do we or do we come back? Because the question now is this a retest for an expansion, or was that all just a fucking deviation of the range, and we step back in and go a lot more lower? We don't fucking know. We're gonna find out just now, all right? So drawing down these lines and shit like that. Do you remember this SR that I drew? No, that's not it. That shows that it was support, but really it's this one here. That's the key. Because see how the body closes on the line? That's the key for me there. So I said to you, this area here is gonna be a dead man zone. I'm not trading there. This is scalp play. This is scalp heaven right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, it is scalp heaven. I swear to God I can get some scalps out of this shit. But yeah, no, I was gonna have a look into it, but fuck it. So you got this high, these two lows there now, right? How do I take a trade? Let it do its thing, whatever it fucking wants to do. If it wants to bounce off, the moment we step back into this range, find resistance, break down below here, that's my trigger to enter a short, and we're going to play the hunting liquidity game. And we're going to take out these lows over here. Liquidity is resting over here, liquidity is resting here. For me, target 1 have to be here. Have to be target 1, that's 75% range. Lose this level, then break down to, I'd say this area here. I'd go into right here first. Definitely 100%. I know what I'm talking about now. Remove this little box here. So you see this area here, that's a consolidation price there, right? So then what I'm saying is that's target 1, break down, target 2. Has to be, you have to take profit here. This was the area of the original consolidation which sent the market above the fucking range high. You know, above. So this consolidation is key. Why? Because it's above the mid-range, and it was the original consolidation that happened in the mid-range that sent the market all the way up. And we never really retested this block. So to me, it's a block that's going to be interesting. So do we retest this and hold above it? Once we hold above it and find support of the 25% range, I'll cut the trade. But if we break down, right? If we get back into the range, start breaking down, that'll be my next target. Target done. Finish. Move on. All I've done is play high to mid. Simple as that. Really simple. I'm not playing anything else. High to 75% to mid-range, off we go. So that's what I'm looking for. So I need to see us break down lower. I need to see this happen here for me to enter short. Then I can say, yeah, I can play. You can put a hard stop here, right? I know it's a thing. It's the risk to reward is kind of shit. But whatever the deviation over here, that will be my I can say that will be my stop loss. I'd like to see us come in to retest this and then send back lower. I like a quick scalp over here, to be honest. Me personally, I do think that what's going to happen is, and by the way, we have a very shitty ass week coming up ahead with the US Forex country and stuff like that. I like to see us go up, retest this area, break down, and this will be my trigger. Here will be my stop loss. Off we fucking go. Let's go to these areas. Target 1, target 2, target 3. Bob's your uncle. Make some peas. Happy days. Withdraw the money and take your girl out for a drink or something like that. Okay? What's your thoughts on ETH 2.0? Harris, I'll be honest with you. I think it's a buy the news, sell. It's a buy the rumor, sell the news. I genuinely believe that. We're in a bear market globally. Globally, we're in a bear market. We haven't done anything to show that it's a reversal yet. I think that we've got. It's a big thing, blah blah. The proof of work, proof of stake, all this shit like that, scalability. But these things, ETH 2.0. In the next bull run, it'll be great. You know why? Because the apps that's going to be on there, the projects that's come on, that'll be released on the Ethereum 2.0 network as well, and the growth that's going to happen in the next 2 years is going to be exponential, right? It's just ETH 2.0. Is there anything on ETH 2.0 that's worth buying? No. If you want to be a long-term investor, then yeah, fine, you can buy it, no problem. But I like to buy it Ethereum at $400. Kind of sounds fucked up, but I like to buy Ethereum at $400, man, 100%. At $400, I'm gonna go heavy heavy. Like I mean heavy. I've got some buys, spot buys from $400 below. Same with BTC. I got some spot buys at $12,000 and below. I'm saying this to you guys openly because why not? Why not? Why should I keep being secretive about my move? You guys want to learn? I'll teach you how to learn. Not a problem. But I like to see us go. Yeah, definitely go a lot more lower. And then for 2024, let it consolidate. You know, whatever wants to fuck to do in it. Let it consolidate. Once 2024 comes in, Bitcoin halving comes in, fucking long your longs, let's go. Spot buyers all in there. New projects X, Y, and Z. We got like a new Luna, something like that. We will find, I'm telling you, we will definitely fucking find a Luna, a Solana. We're going to find all these projects itself in the early motherfucking days. In the cents. You know how fucking mad that is? You buy a fucking Luna at 30 cents. I bought Luna at 30 cents. I wish I held it. Bit stupid. I was focused on in terms of trading, just trading as well. But you know, it's a learning curve for me. The Bitcoin halving was the first Bitcoin halving that I actually been a part of in the 2020 Bitcoin halving. This first one didn't quite. Everyone's like, yeah, it's bull run, but how much of a bull run was it? But now the next bull run, I'm gonna teach you what it is. When we have a Discord group, I'm gonna say, yo guys, buy fucking. Let's call it like I don't know. We call it Pirate, right? There's a coin called Pirate. It's like a Luna, and we got it like at 10 cents or 30 cents or 50 cents. And we're going to be holding that for fucking to like $10, for example. That's a 20x. Go to $50. That's a fucking, that's 100x there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find that. Trust me. I guarantee you we're going to find that together. We're going to actually smash this as well. And having this platform, what's great about this is that I'm learning new people as well. Like, for example, the Lone Adopter. He's a new guy that I've actually, came across. Shout out to Weiwei for that. And, when influencers speak together, we get information. We pass information on, ideas and stuff like that. And if he tells me, or like other influencers tells me all these good moves, guess where it's gonna be at? In the fucking Discord, motherfuckers. We're gonna buy shit. Do you know Wizard? Do you know Crypto Wizard? He bought Luna at like the cents and he held it. He held it all the way up. And like I think he cut everything up at, I think he was out of the trade by $90. He was completely out. But he held it in the cents. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do the same thing. So stick around. It's going to be worth it, man. Trust me. Pirate said, let's dump it. God, I'm losing my sleep because of this. Oh, bless you. What you need to... anyway. My take is people front-running the merge. Yeah. I generally think the merge is going to be buy the news, is buy the rumor, sell the news, right? We're going to go with Ethereum in a moment, but I don't think it's the start of a bull run. It makes no sense. Why would it make sense? Like, macro-wise, globally, it doesn't, like economically, it doesn't make any sense to actually have another bull run in the middle of a bear market. It doesn't make any sense, right? We've got this whole monkeypox coming off, right? Let me fucking chat to you guys. Then we're going to do Ethereum, okay? We've got fucking monkeypox on the rise. I don't even know what the fuck monkeypox is, though. Do you guys actually know what monkeypox is? Oh, fuck, man. Cigarettes are over, man. Shit. Give me a second. I've got some underneath the desk. Fucking hell. Oh, I need my phone. Put some light. No electricity here. 1 second, guys. Light. Here we go. There we go. Boo. Let's put you back on. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. So what's everyone saying at the moment? Let me just open this up. Fucking hell. Dude, I smoke too much for my own good, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a lot of cigarettes I'm smoking, man. Because the thing is, when I'm doing all this building work and shit, I don't really look at my phone. If I touch my phone, I'm only touching it just to check out to monitor the trade quickly in it, and then what I do is I'm just smoking a lot, all right? So like literally, so as soon as this show is done, I'm gonna go back to work as well. I've got to prepare a room because a room is gonna be done tomorrow with fitted wardrobes, fitted bed, shit like that kind of thing. It's costing me an arm and a fucking leg though. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I do this for the family. At the end of the day, when family comes over and they got a place to stay, It's a nice house, nice home. You know, I made it in the way that I think is fit and health. What are you doing under the desk? The girlfriend next to you. Look, I wouldn't mind if a girl is actually underneath the desk, you know, right now. Anyway, what's going on? So, I'm gonna read what everyone's saying while I'm smoking up. So, what if we double bottom now? If we double bottom in it. Then we play the longs. We've got the plans. BTC, the plans all there. I lost so much sleep and added stress. Scalp trading, range trading, which you, SE, NJXO teach is perfect. Decisions are easy and emotionless. Good to hear, Joel. Shout out to Joel. Harris said, "What are your thoughts?" Oh yeah, I did the thoughts. I do understand your thoughts on TA, but do you think this week could destroy any good plans with the 100 BPS hike and confirmed recession in play, bro? That's the key. That Wednesday is the key. The FOMC, because this could go really bad. If they hold it at 75 BPS, right? I think the rate hike is at 75. It's still bad, in my opinion. That means that the Feds is not under control with the fucking market. They're not under control with inflation. They're not in control with anything. If they raise it, it's even fucking worse, because they haven't done 75 rate hikes for God knows how long. I think it was like since the 90s or 80s or some shit like that. It was that long ago. Now they're doing it 100. Fucking hell. The market's going to shit themselves. The whole story about monkeypox coming out as well, that's just going to be really bad. I think a Black Swan 2.0 could happen again, you know. I don't see why not. I really don't see why not. The market, and if you look at ES, it's just rallied stupidly fucking high from 2020. Let's fucking show it to you. Let's see. ES, where's ES? Let me delete this. I should put this as a bookmark. I don't know why I don't. I always type it up like a fucking puddu. Right, ES, if it breaks down lower, to me ES, oh well, we'll talk about that after, right? But look at this on the daily, right? Look at the fucking gains from this low here. What the fuck is going on here? Right, from the low, right, from the low to the high on ES, 121% in 2 years, bro. We have not done moves like that in fucking God knows how long. From here, okay, look at this low here to that high. 121%, right? How much is this one? From this low here to this high. 46%. 46%. What's the next low? From this low here to this high over here. Even up to here. 64% before we drop down. And then, or even we want to go up higher. Let's do it. This is the good old days, apparently. From here to there. It's still 88%. But what we're talking about, we've rallied that much. You're telling me that's fucking sustainable? How is that fucking sustainable? Listen, end of the day, right? If you don't believe it, if you believe it, oh yeah, it's good, we're gonna go up, going up, right? Oh, good, happy days, right? Throw a fucking concrete block in you and above you. Just chuck it. Just throw it and just look at it, right? And see if where it lands. Does it go to the clouds, right? Right, fucking thingy. Does it go to the clouds? If it does go to the clouds, happy days, right? But if it lands on your fucking head, there you go. It's not fucking sustainable. We have to come fucking down, man. There's liquidity resting here. All we've done a fucking tease and nothing else. There's a lot of liquidity, so you know it's not looking good in my opinion. So I think this whole monkeypox is, I believe it's in my opinion, it might be fucking come across as like, yeah, controversial, or not controversial, but like, yeah, dang, some motherfucking conspiracy theorist motherfucker. But I do like the conspiracy theory. It's interesting shit. But I think it was created because I saw a paper in December. Wallah, I'm not kidding. In December, I saw a paper. A friend of mine from the Minister of Health in the UK. He works in the Minister of Health as well. And he sends me this paper. It's like, yo, Z, I'm gonna be honest with you. Pack your shit, get ready, right? I go, what do you mean? He goes, bro, there's this whole thing that they're releasing about this monkey, they're talking about monkeypox and shit like that, and they're talking about in the health thing, they're talking about it amongst themselves, like behind closed doors and shit like that. And he was saying to me straight up, he's like, listen, it's like a COVID 2.0 kind of thing. I go, what do you mean? And he goes like, and he sends me this fucking paper. He didn't speak much about it. He then deleted the message afterward. He goes, open up the documents and save it, and then that's it. Deleted everything. Right, literally deleted everything. I can't tell his name. I can't at him like that. All I can say that he does work for the Minister of Health in the UK, and whatnot. How I know him is a different story. I can't say that. But my man showed me a paper back in November. This is December, I think December 12th or 13th, some shit like that. November 20, like a month before, how they planned this monkeypox is gonna last for 2 years. They said May 2022 gonna have an outbreak, and I'm gonna try and find the paper. And I'm gonna show it to you guys as well. I believe it circulated on Twitter as well at one point, but it was quickly shut down. And it's gonna last for 2 years. It's gonna affect the whole world, right? And it's gonna kill a lot of people, like more than COVID. That's what the paper was saying. So 2 years, 2024. They're saying, I don't know when, I think it's mid 2024, like it gets back to normal kind of thing. But guess what, motherfuckers, with Bitcoin? I know this is bad to say, with people dying in Bitcoin and money and shit like that. But guess what? Halving as well. So they're gonna have a reset. It looks like a fucking reset to me. So be very prepared as well. All you guys, be very prepared. I would say start stocking up on food wise as well. Start stocking up on cans and shit like that, rice, everything as well. Long term stuff that you can keep hold of, because be prepared. I don't say go buy fucking toilet paper, bro. Most of you guys don't wash your fucking ass, so why are you buying toilet paper, man? You don't fucking wipe your ass and stuff like that. You fucking put your boxes back on. You got shit stains on your boxes. And next thing is you still want fucking toilet paper. I don't fucking get it. Girlfriend texting sexual disease. Ed saying Nansen Al has great research whale wallets too. Sick. Bless you, the fan, bro. What's your experience with psychedelics, bruv? Guys asking me some fucking questions in it. I never tried psychedelics. Never tried it. I am interested in trying it. I am. I do want to try psychedelics. I want to try. I think it's, from what I've heard from people who actually has done it, they've told me some phenomenal stories, and so yeah, I do want to try it. Conspiracy analyst. Yeah, interesting times indeed. They're not trying to hide it. Yeah, they're definitely not trying to hide it. Not like COVID. I'm already stocking up. Cheese wheels are a good idea. Big rounds of wax hard cheese. Oh shit, good idea actually. Morning, Rahul. Good to have you here. They are openly flaunting it. 100%. I think so. I'd love a go on psychedelics. Joe Rogan raised. Yeah, that's the thing is Joe Rogan raised on about it as well. And I know Mike Tyson. He loves his psychedelics. I've seen him on a podcast with freaking Paul Logan. Logan Paul. And he's just fucking munching the fucking mushrooms, and there's like 5 grams worth of mushrooms, and yo, that's fucked up. But I do want to try it. I mean, if you guys are, I know in Amsterdam, there's you can try mushrooms and shit like that. I want to hit Amsterdam soon. I don't know when. I want to hit Amsterdam. If you guys are free, if you guys are around Amsterdam, or you want to meet me in Amsterdam and shit like that, fucking let's do it together, man. You know, I couldn't think of any other better people to try psychedelics but you guys. So yeah, okay, let's get back to Ethereum, and we're gonna call this a day, really. So we've done the BTC View. This is the Ethereum view. Look at this. I'm just having a look at this. This is a whole different thing. Yeah, so we're coming down to 1420 of this chart, potentially retest 1245. Okay, so ETH/USDT 1420, 1400 for me, 1440, which is previous all-time high. Quick run on that. There's a lot of things here that I'm going to delete some of this shit, because there's some things that we don't need right now. Okay, we're just going to keep this nice and focused right there. Okay, I'm going to leave this red line there. You see that was the low there. I do think that we retest this area here, and you can see all this inefficiency. You see this movement over here. To me, this gets all filled out, in my opinion, right? So when it's going to happen, I don't know. We'll work it level to level, not a problem. At the same time, if you look at the price action wise, so where are we? We are above the previous all-time high. It's all good. I mean, let's just mute this down. Did this yesterday. I'm going to just do it really quickly. So previous all-time high, right? Which is the key. That's so you can find resistance, support. You know, shank below it, right? So once we go back up, if we retest this, right? It should theoretically hold the support, right? Hold the support and go higher. But if at any moment we start losing it, then we go to this level here, playing within this range, and then lose that level, then we can go to this low over here, the low that was showing you in red. Okay, so that's what it looks like. But in a short-term bearish market, but if you were to in the short-term bearish market, in a bear outlook, if for whatever reason this high here we hold above it, reclaim, then I'd be like playing it to level. So then the next target would be this target, it will be here, and then probably this area here, and then play this area here, right? So it all comes down to holding the 1700 level, going down to 1900, from 1900 to 2150, and then that's the both sides of the market we're looking for. So having that in mind, right, we now need to understand. And look, even if you were to look at it this way, right, look, let me just show you the market structure wise, it's still bearish, dude. It's still fucking bearish. Look at this, right? You can't make this shit up. You can't say to me we're bullish now. ETH 2.0 merge is happening in September. September, what's known in September? We fucking dumped the market in September. It's the Chinese motherfucking this ghost, what's it called? Chinese ghost, what the fuck is it called? What the fuck is it called? Chinese what? Chinese ghost festival. There we go. Where's the Chinese ghost festival? 12th of August. And what's so special about the Ghost Festival, right? It's also known as Zongyeon Festival in Taoism, and Yulepen Festival in Buddhism. It's a traditional Taoist and Buddhist festival held in certain East Asia countries. According to the Chinese calendar, the Ghost Festival is on the 15th night of the 7th month, right? So what's so special about this Ghost month I'm talking about, right? No, not Chinese New Year. It's the Ghost Festival. I learned this last year, and like it was quite interesting when I went back to back testing. I was like, yo, this is actually has an element of the thesis can be. Yo, shout out, man! I got to 1.3k. Fucking hell, I smashed it at 1.3k. That's sick. Thank you so much for following me. Who's the last follower? Let me see. Oh, I just want to say his name. Just give love to that person. But yeah. So one second. One more. Roll over. Come on. Lucas Anderson, thank you so much for being my 1301 follower. Appreciate that. Shout out to you, brother. But the Ghost Festival, right? This is all like a lot of interesting shit I'm showing to you. I was in a group called Ricky Fundamentals. And Ricky was the one, not me. Ricky was the one who actually brought up the idea that a lot of his Chinese friends were telling him that during the Ghost Festival, the Asians, they don't trade. Is that they find that it's disrespectful to work during that time, so they actually stop trading. If you look at the volatility, where has the most volatile place has been? Asia. Asia's the ones that's pushing the market or selling the market or whatever. So if you look at where is it? The fucking chart. So if you look at what happened yesterday, right? On the 1 hour, when did this dump happen? Right, the dump happened during Asia at like in the evening at 11 o'clock all the way down to fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. At 5 o'clock, then now we start playing off, and that was all the Asian time. This is happening in Asia. So when the Asians start playing in the Ghost Festival, markets can actually do its thing. And in September, once the Asian market's done, September, we are known to always dump the market. Happens a lot of the time in Bitcoin, and if the Bitcoin and the merge is happening on September the 19th, I think it's going to be a dump. It's by the news. It's by the rumor, sell the news, in my opinion, until proven otherwise. So we'll see how it goes. Make the answer, bro. Thailand has turned to damn. No lie, it's crazy. Something I never thought I would see. Yo, shit. I do want to. I have to go to see Thailand. There are some friends I need to go see in Thailand as well. So that's that. Wait. I recommend interview Josh Eop did with Mike Tyson and Graham. Graham Hancock is so cool. He's one of the coolest guy I ever met, man. Not met. Like listened to. Like he's so intelligent, that guy is, man. I love intelligent people. Had an amazing experience with the mushrooms, but only did it once a long time ago now. Wait, we gotta fucking try some mushrooms together then. Hotboxing with Mike Tyson is worth a watch. Yeah, hotboxing is sick. I like this and that. I listened to the one, the Eminem one. That was a good one as well. Snoop Dogg one is good. I haven't listened to that one. Chinese New Year's in Feb. That's right. Well deserved. Getting followers. Yeah, thank you for that. You going on the NJ show today? No, I'm not. I'm not going on the NJ show. So. I mean, the NJ show, he starts in about 10 minutes. He starts then. Lex Friedman, no, I've been recommended a lot by him as well. Randall Carlson on. Yeah, Nick knows what I'm talking about. Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson, when they're talking about the Iglesias, the Iglesias and the fucking Tipi Tapu. It's been years ago. It's been years ago that was, but that was fucking awesome. You should also think about trying ayahuasca. That's what I want to try. Dude, if you guys are all on it, right, we need to fucking all meet up and some shit and let's try it. I'll be on it. I'll be fucking on it. Alright, listen guys, we need to get back into the fucking Ethereum, man, because we're just chatting away. We're in an hour and 40 minutes, and we've done a lot of education and a little charting. It's not good. All right, so cool. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum, what's going on? Someone mentioned this yesterday. It came into this area here, and shout out to that person. I forgot who it was. Forgive me, I don't remember names very well. But you see this area consolidation? That's where prices come into. Wicked into it, broken down, and all we've done, you can see clearly, right? We literally have been playing into fucking Monday's range, right? Monday's range is here, right? We're gonna focus on this, right? I'm gonna keep it nice and simple. Okay, let me just draw these lines. Yeah, so we're just playing in Monday's range, right? So I was short around here, right? I had my stop loss there, took me out, kind of got pissed off. Once it breaks down, off it goes, right? Target 1 will be here, I see target 2 will be off this consolidation area here, and then holds above it. And now what we're doing, we're retesting this area. What is this area? I don't really know. I forgot. I have a lot of shit on my charts. I'm just gonna have to go back on the daily, I believe. I think, yeah, that was it. So what it is, you see this area here? I think it's on the 4 hours. I'm going on the 4 hours. Right, so this is an area consolidation. The price played in, right? So when we was below, I'll show you. So yeah, this is a range, a macro range. Okay, so if I show you on the 1 day, quickly just have a quick view. Right. Let me delete this for a second. What it is, it's this. Can you see this, right? What I've got here is a macro range. This is the range high, this is the range low. We had a deviation of the range, and I've highlighted the block there, right? And all we've done is range bound within here. We had a deviation above the range high, we'll come back down. Question is, this a deviation? Well, a make and break point over here on Ethereum. Ethereum is really, really important what we do right now. Ethereum, if we reclaim this this fucking range low here, this range low here, and we take out these highs over there, hold the support. This is the block over here. It's the last low that set the market back up for a new all-time high. If we do that, you can see price consolidating this area. If we do this over here, this is my long. Off we go. Target 1, hold it for target 2. Probably target 2 will be there, and then target 3. So that's what I'm looking for Ethereum, but we have to play as it comes. I know they talk about Ethereum merge. I don't really know what's going to happen. It is a buy the new, sell the thing. I don't think, to me, market structure is quite bad. High, lower low, lower high, lower low. Does this make the lower high and then sell down, or is this the lower high here and then sell off? We don't fucking know, but we play it level to level, okay? So now we know what this is. This is a block over here. It's the last low that's in the market for the first all-time high, and this was the next block over here that's into the next all-time high there, okay? Which made a deviation of the range. So we're finding resistance off here. We are finding resistance. We are struggling to reclaim this, which is a bit sucky, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. But we know one thing already, right? We are on a Monday, so we're gonna have Monday's range tomorrow, right? But at the same time, where are we stuck at? Can you see this right now? Let me just highlight this, and then we're gonna start making the plans, all right? That's Monday's high. That's the 75% of the range. This is Monday's mid-range, and this is the 25% of the range. Can everyone see that? And this is Monday's low. Liquidity is resting there. I am kind of tempted, and also see this orange line here. This orange line here is actually the weekly range high, so which we were stuck for 4 weeks. We were stuck in 4 weeks, right? So literally, that's where we are. All right. So I'm gonna hide all this, and now we can see that already. You see this, the weekly range higher, how that reacted. Resistance, go back up. So it was all consolidation, right? This is the breakout. Do we get a retest like BTC and go up higher, or do we retest this area here, or retest this here, and then break up higher? We don't fucking know, but we play it level to level, which is why I got all these lines there, so I can understand what the fuck I'm looking at. Okay, does everyone understand? DMT, bro, let's fucking do this, man. I'm on for that. Pills for gigs. I never tried acid. The only thing I tried is just weed. I've tried weed, clearly all-time high, and I've tried I was gonna say crystal meth. That's fucked up. I never tried crystal meth. That's haram, bro. What was that thing? That crystal thing you put in your gums? It's not ecstasy. MDMA. I tried MDMA, and MDMA was alright. I'm not a clubbing guy. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really a clubbing guy. I'm more of a. I like to chill, you know. Let's sit down and just chat, and let's just fucking chill out, right? You know, I'm that kind of guy. But probably will finish the W pattern up and down. I see what you mean. Yeah. and dump our bottom. I'm not looking for further upside right now. Yeah, I agree with Pirate. I'm not looking for much thingy for further down, for further upside. So we know really price has been stuck in this area here. Also, I've got this. Right. So remember I told you about freaking you find a range within a range. Well, we got another range within a range here. So if we go, I think it's on the 4 hours. Let's just have a look. Yeah, this is the range. Okay. We'll make this pink. Price is in one of them, this range high to this range low. That's where price is at. Okay, so I'll put this back on the 1 hour, and we're just going to talk about it briefly, right? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. To be honest, we already know that fucking. To be honest, yeah, we don't need that. We know that we're stuck within this area here. This area here is where the problem's gone. Because we're range bound in this area here. So if I were to draw a line, right, for example, let's say I do a horizontal thingy. Can you see that's holding a support, right? And this here is, let's say, it's a wedge in a way, its own way. Fucking camera, 1 second, guys. Camera did well though. It lasted for like what, an hour and 45 minutes. So shout out to the fucking battery. I think it's broken into. You know, like shoes, you gotta break into it. I think that's what happened there. And USB streaming. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's up there. Give me a second, guys. Cool, we're back. Right, so we got this trend line here. Now there's that, and then there's, I mean, you could say this is a trend line right there. I'd say that. I'd probably say that. So this is where the problem is now. So we can actually range bound in this area here completely. Doesn't matter, and it's still within this range from the high to mid. But right, if I were to look for longs, for example, let's go with the short scenarios, okay? The shorting plans, right? Now let's have a look. We got this high here. It's an SR to me, okay? So let it do its thing, right? Let it come back up there. The moment it comes back down below here, I can now enter a trade, right? That's my confirmation. I can say, you know, you can put a hard stop up there, playing it back to the first level, back into this area here, right? Target 1, so target 2 there. Off this, you can see, you can clearly see, right? This area consolidation around that area here. Oops, back off around this area here, and then we'll see if we can actually come back to retest this area here, right? This mid range, and that will be the trade from high to mid. Okay, then once we break down, I'm expecting, because we're breaking out to this trend line there, I'm expecting what happens is a retest of this area here. Break down the retest, right? This is now your confirmation. Once we get back below the mid range, that's your next confirmation. You can enter a trade there, right? With a stop loss, you can bring it up to here, or maybe just bring it up to here, to be honest as well, whichever you want over there, off this high itself. Playing it back down to mid range, looking for an expectation of breaking it down further for liquidity, taking out this area here. Now I'd look at actually taking profits in this area first. So you see this, all this consolidation right there, right? So my trade, once we get back below the mid range, that'll be target 1, that'll be target 2, and that'll be target 3. That's what I'm looking for. Do we come back and squeeze it up to here? That's another story, because then from this is the range high, right? This is the macro range higher on the weekly range, which we played for 4 weeks. Do we come back and hold above it and then reclaim the Monday's range and then go up higher? We don't fucking know, but that's the shorting plan there. That's really it there. It's really simple, really short and sweet, to be honest, because the key is you can either use this trend line as your friend, looking to come back into the mid range, and then 25, then range low, or you can use, which is the confirmation, really the safer play is breaking down the mid range. Once we break down because look, we've held it at support. We might find it at support again one more time. Yeah, support. Sorry, support, support, and we potentially could hold it support again. How many times is it going to hold a support before it breaks down and finds resistance? Once we find resistance, off we go. Fucking sell it back down. And that's what we're going to smack this motherfucker back down. So I'm looking for a pullback up to here, potentially. But if he decides to do something like this, oh, fuck off. No, brother. If he decides to do something like this, right? Literally, this move here, that's not a problem. I can enter here, right? I had to put a hard stop over here, for example, because we're playing it back down. But I can start narrowing it down and compound my trade off this, once we get below the mid range. But the really confirmation is this: get below the mid range, off we go. That's as simple as that with the Ethereum shorts. Okay. Now for the longs, let's have a look. Let me just delete all this shit. Oh, fuck off. There's a lot of labels and shit. For the longs, right, is that I won't long until we reclaim this. If we start breaking above this, this is my confirmation. Well, not really. This is my confirmation here. Where's my confirmation? See this high here? That's causing problems. We had a brief close above here. A brief, very fucking close above there. Look, resistance at first, deviates it, and comes back down. Resistance, resistance. So that's an SR there. If I want to long, I have to reclaim this level here. That'll be my trigger to play a long all the way back to at least 17. I think it was 1700, and the plans we talked about a bit above there. If we were to go on the 1 hour, I mean, let's have a look. I know I've got this. So I'll be looking from the plans we talked about, right? You're looking at to enter. Let's see. So let's say we're going to enter off an S off here. That's if you want confirmation, that'll be confirmation there. Off this low there, and then once again looking to retest this area here. These are the targets we're going to have, about 1720, going into this area, 1750 as well. That's what I'll be looking for. So if we do something like this, reclaim and hold, this is my confirmation, right? This is my confirmation, and I'll enter a trade over there. Target 1, 1720, 1750 will be target 2. Done. That's next. Whether we come back up and hold above it, that's another story. We can actually look to reclaim, or do we come back down and break below it? That's another story. So that's as simple as that. That's the long game, and that's the short game for Ethereum. Does that make sense, everyone? Fucking hell, man. I don't know why I'm stretching, you know. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's Ethereum. You know, does anyone get that? I'm just gonna look at ETHBTC right now. ETHBTC is a bit of an interesting one, though, right? What's so interesting about ETHBTC? Well, you see that trend line over here. So we talk about the macro ranges itself. We've done it before. We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna shorten this up, right? This trend line, right, has been fucking look. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We smashed above it. We come back down and we found support here. I actually like this pink fucking thingy, the color. How are you guys feeling about it? Do you like it like that? Having a different color to your lines and shit. Because instead of actually having black, 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 right? But just putting a different color. Does that help you guys to visually see things a bit more easier, so it stands out a bit more? But yeah, so price has retested this, right? So you know, we found resistance, broke out, retest this, and then we're trying to break up and trying to hold up higher. If I were to go long, right, I'd have to look for a reclaim of this level there. That's an SR. This was just a deviation, which caused. I think it's cool. Yes, dang. Yeah, that's I think a resistance there. If we reclaim and hold it, that'll be my trigger to go higher. Because right now, where we're finding resistance is off this particular low. I'll show you. This very low here. See this low here? That's you can see here. Let me just zoom into this shit. Right there. Can you see it? Support, shank down. We should find resistance, right? If we find resistance, we'll break down back into this range, mid-range itself. But this could be a deviation of that SR line, right? So it's a bit of a weird one, because if we come back down below the mid-range, start breaking down here from this low, for example. Let's just say and use this low here as a breakdown, because that was a deviation of that SR, right? If we come back down and we don't find it support to reclaim this area, right, because that will be bullish then, because that will be my trigger. Well, that will be my trigger to actually enter the long. But if we do something like that, come back down, find support, gets back below it, finds resistance, that'll be my trigger. Let's fucking shit the bed, fucking send this off back to target 1, target 2. We'll play it level to level all the way down to range low, and I think ETHBTC will be a very good play. So there's that. And also I want to show you another thing as well. We've gone the 4 hours. Alright, look at this. Just look at this, right? Let me just fucking mute all this shit. Right? You see this area here? I'm gonna draw a trend line and just watch how this has reacted. Right? So you can say, yep, that's it. Now the question is, right, do we reclaim and hold above it and go up higher, or do we lose this level, find resistance, we can short this back down to this area here, and then looking for this area here. Well, this area, this area here. That'll be target 1, that'll be target 2. Lose this level, go back to 0.44. 0.044. That's what I'm looking for, and fill out. Yeah. Oops. Let me show you. Let me just try and blend that back in there. There. That's not right actually. Let me just delete this. There. Can you see this low here to this particular high? This area. We found support, 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 support. Let me shank below it. Is this a deviation? That's the key. Is this a deviation of the trend line, or is it just and then we hold it back and go up, or is this the retest, a deeper pullback coming into this area here, breaking down, and off we go? We don't fucking know. We'll find out soon enough. So that's what it is. Is that buzzing really pissing you off? It's the freaking fan on the PC, I believe, because I can hear the fan. I might need to change or get a new fan on this fucking shit. Is that really bad? I'll do different colors. So that's it, guys. That's really it. That's pretty much the whole market itself in terms of what's going on. So any question, guys, before I head off? Yeah, that buzzing is from the fucking thingy, the fan. Again, you fan. Does anyone have like a really good fan? I'm not a technical guy in it, so if anyone knows like which fan, like the best one on the market, that I'm not asking like $2,000-$3,000. I'm asking for a really good one that can actually do a good job without making this noise. Please let me know as well. But yeah, you're welcome, guys. Appreciate that. Smash the likes. Heads up, there's a bit of a buzz in your sound. It was there yesterday, and I noticed the volume is much lower than most other channels. Is it? Is that really bad? Fucking hell. Okay, I've got a lot of things to do. One second, let me try this. I'm gonna have to play around with it. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and take care, guys. Have a good Monday, and enjoy the rest of the day. All right? Take care, love.